Kids need camp, parents need camp, probably more than ever this year. It's been a hard, long year with kids and adults who have special needs stuck inside, stuck in front of screens. Kids need to be kids. Outdoors, using the pool, the splash pad, the trampolines, the archery, the soccer. Kids need to be kids. And we need camp more than ever this year. I've been on the phone and email with literally of hundreds of people in this past year. And the demand for camp is huge. As a parent myself, I know that I need a break as well. And for our adults who have special needs and their parents and their caregivers, they also need respite. But it has to be safe, right? It has to be safe for my kids. It has to be safe for your kids. And we're committed to operating both overnight and day camp in a safe way. We have just recently received the government regulations for operating camp and the COVID safety guidelines. And I just want to give you guys an update on where we're at with that. So we'll be operating camp in cohorts, where every camper will be assigned a cohort, and certain cohorts will not come in contact with other cohorts, limiting the contact that happens between campers. Now, every activity is going to be done in a cohort. Things like all camp games will be done in a cohort. Things like only one cohort will be using a pool at the time. All of our meal times will be eaten outdoors inside their cohorts. And because of that, we know that outdoor transmission of the virus is very, very low. And a lot of people have been concerned about masks. Is my kid going to have to wear a mask at camp? And so because we're going to be operating outdoors and within cohorts, campers will not be required to wear masks when outdoors inside their own cohort. When campers are not able to maintain that social distance from other cohorts, they will have to wear a mask. Anytime that they're indoors or using the washrooms or something like that, they will have to wear a mask. Now, the government has also given us the regulation only for overnight campers that 14 days prior to the arrival at camp, campers must do everything possible to limit their exposure to people outside their household. And so that is a government requirement 14 days prior to arriving at camp. We're going to be sending everybody an email about that 14 days before they arrive to remind you that you need to start limiting your exposure before you arrive at camp. And basically all of camp, you go to camp to be outdoors, away from the screens, right? And basically all of camp is going to be operate outside this year. One of the huge advantages we have here at Shalom is we run a huge fall fair every year. We invite thousands of people to come to camp in September. And because of that, we own a whole bunch of these large event style tents. We have 11 large event style tents, and we also have 2 circus tents. And so because of that, this area that you see right here is going to be covered in tents. And so basically everything that we can do outside will be done outside. Each tent will be a designated cohort area for people to have all of our meals. All of our power and praises will be done outside. All of our games will be done outside. Everything that we can will be done outside, inside these tents. We're also going to be doing screening, a lot of screening. We have made significant financial investments in screening for thermometers and other screening techniques. And so basically every single camper and parent who comes to camp and exits their vehicle is going to be both passively and actively screened by our staff. Our friendly staff are going to meet you down the driveway or in the parking lot and do screening of everyone who comes to camp. We're also going to be doing active screening every single day of camp. We're going to be taking temperature checks, symptom checks of every single camper and every single staff member who has direct contact with campers, just ongoing screening. Because of that, we've even actually hired staff whose only responsibility is screening and be managing the COVID symptoms and screening of our campers and staff every single day. We've also made significant investments in hand wash stations. So we're going to have hand wash stations set up throughout camp to be able to use before meal times, before outdoor meal times, and throughout the day. And we're looking at all of our cleaning and sanitation techniques. We're going to have sanitizer available. We're also going to be sanitizing all high touch areas multiple times per day. We're doing everything that we can to open camp this year. We're committed to making it safe for both my kids, for your kids, for our adults who have special needs, and we know that we need camp more than ever this year. We're updating countrysidecamp.com/COVID with all the most up-to-date information. You'll also be receiving emails for anyone who's already registered about the latest updates for that. If anyone has any questions, Adrian@countrysidecamp.com, send me an email or call me in the office. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions, and we look forward to seeing you this summer for the best summer ever.